Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Virtual Learning. I'm your dietitian Aparna and today we are going to talk about kidney stones. So kidney stones are basically precipitation and sedimentation of salt in our kidneys. Now they can be divided depending on types of salt or type of material that is the main part or the main constituent of that stone. They are also classified depending on the shape they take, right? Because though they are called as stones, they may not be actually like stones, where the area where they get precipitated or sedimented, they take shape of that area and they can be classified depending on that. Now as I said, there are different types of stone depending on the main byproduct which is there can be oxalate, there can be calcium, there can be uric acid stone, various type of stones, and that the diet or the restrictions or modification depends only on the type of stone a particular person has, because there are many restrictions the person has to follow or many changes that they have to undergo to take care of their stones. And if we generally just talk about one diet for all in case of stone, it doesn't work, because some items they may have to completely avoid or some they may are allowed. So it depends on type of stones that they have, the diet is changed. But I would like to talk about basically how do these stones are formed. Okay, so for example, you take a pipeline wherein you get water supply to your house. Okay, say that water which comes to your place is has lot of impurities in it, right? Some impurities are light in weight, they get they get very well dissolved in that water. Some impurities are little heavier, but if the water flow is good and if it has its own pressure, there are less chances of this heavy particle to settle down. But if water is slow, the flow is not good, it doesn't have its own pressure, then there are chances that this heavy material will clump together and will start forming a precipitation. They will start coming together and they will come down and they will sit at the bottom of the tube. Same thing happens in the kidney. If we drink enough water, the flow which the blood is passing through the kidney is good, the pressure is proper, and no such heavy byproducts will settle down. But if our water intake is poor, the blood is thickened with these byproducts, and that's how the process starts. So ultimately what we have to take care of is our water intake. And second important factor is our salt intake. Salt intake above and beyond the recommended limit on daily basis can also affect kidneys function to purify or to throw out these byproducts out of our body, and it can also lead to stone formation. Therefore a good water intake and a check on a salt intake are very two important factor to look after. Okay, in next episode we'll talk about a generalized healthy diet that we have to follow to keep our kidneys healthy. Thank you.